Hey beautiful people, it's Marissa Monique, and tonight we are going to repot a plant that I just happened to find at the clearance section of the hardware store, and it is a maidenhair fern. This fern isn't doing that well. It almost looks as if they dropped it on its head, like right out of the pot, and then just threw it back in here. You can see it's missing some of its soil, like maybe they swept some of the soil from the floor back into it. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my, with all of that dirt from the floor. So this plant is kind of hanging on by a thread. It kind of reminds me of a person that's been kind of battered and bruised and underappreciated and talked down to, and here's all these little burned out pieces where it's just been mistreated. And so we are going to give this plant life. We're going to speak life into it. And so this is a condition. I just want to make sure that you see that is rather on the dry side. Ferns like to normally be on the moist side. They also like humidity, and they like I say moderate, medium amount of light. So we're gonna go ahead and repot. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of its pot. I'm gonna loosen the soil, and really because it just, like I said, it was just kind of seemed like it was dropped on its head. It just comes straight out of the pot. I'm gonna smell it, make sure there's, it doesn't smell moldy or anything. It actually smells like fine, so that's good, and it's kind of just all intact. I'm really not going to loosen it too much. I have a new pot that is clean, and I'm gonna set it down right here, and then I'm going to put some new soil into the pot. This soil consists of organic gardening soil. Actually, I put a little too much. The organic gardening soil. We have some worm castings, which are worm poo, and also a little charcoal, garden charcoal, and then some perlite, the little white speckled stuff. So perlite, worm castings, and regular organic soil, and also the charcoal. So we're gonna put that in here. Actually, that's a little too much. We'll put, a little bit down here, maybe an 1.5 inches or so. We're gonna put it literally in the same shaped, same size pot. So this is about a 4-inch pot. We're gonna put it in this size pot because we're just gonna allow it to stay. I think ferns actually do kind of like to be a little like root bound a little bit. So this one is, the roots aren't even busting out at the bottom of the old pot or anything like that. So we're just gonna put it straight into the new pot and set it down there, and then we're just gonna surround it, with the soil. And this soil is drains well, and it's got new nutrients, so hopefully that will jumpstart this plant's life again. It will give it new life. That's really the problem. It seems like it kind of lost some of the soil nutrients, and then it went through trauma. It got shaken around and bopped out and put back in. And so I've had it for about a 1.5 weeks or so, just kind of let it hang out in that pot. Normally I would probably repot it a little bit faster, but at the same time, you also want all of your new plants to get used to the environment that you're bringing them in. This plant, because it is a tropical plant, a tropical fern, like I said, a maidenhair fern, I went ahead and put it into the bathroom. My bathroom gets good light, and a few of my tropical plants hang out in there because whenever I shower, it's like they love the humidity. So I make sure that I do that for them. This is just about ready. Just because it has experienced a little bit of trauma. There's nothing wrong with going ahead and fertilizing it lightly also, and then make sure that you water it in the morning so that it can receive light and dry the plant out a little bit during the daytime. Try not to water your plants at night. That can be dangerous, especially with the temperature kind of going down at night. So here we are. I'm hoping that she will green up a little bit more. As you can see, there's still some life left, so I'm gonna probably trim down these little pieces right here so that it can thrive, so none of the energy is going to these old pieces. Those are always good to get off of most plants. It's great to take the little, dead and crinkly, crippled, dry pieces off, because the plant's working hard to try to, jumpstart that or, revitalize that, when really we want to take that off because we want the energy to go to these beautiful, alive pieces. So that's it. Maidenhair Fern. We're going to wish it well.